The war is over, but what will happen for Iranian's nuclear program? It doesn't seem that Iranian will give up on that matter at all. Let's first see what happened to their project so far. US President Donald Trump claimed that he had eliminated Iranian nuclear program fully, and they need years and years to return to the same spot. However, independent experts and even US intelligence all suggest that the damage caused to Iranian nuclear program was really limited, probably just delaying their program for a few months, not more.
Based on the battle damage assessment that U.S. Central Command has done following those massive bombings and strikes that the U.S. carried out inside Iran last weekend. And what we are told is that based on the assessments of the damage that these bombs implemented on these nuclear sites, that as of right now, it does not appear that they ended or obliterated Iran's nuclear program. Instead, they only set it back by months.
We know that U.S. President bombed three sites, Natanz, Esfahan, and Fordo.
Well, the American strike on Iran took just 25 minutes and targeted three nuclear sites, Fordo, Natanz and Esfahan. The strike on Fordo was the largest and the most complex.
The US used B-2 planes to drop 14 bunker-busting bombs on the uranium enrichment plant, which is hidden deep in a mountainside south of Tehran. The Fordo tunnels are buried up to 80 metres below the surface, which is why the Americans chose to deploy a specific type of bomb known as the GBU-57. The bomb weighs 13,000 kilograms and can penetrate 61 metres of earth. It also is designed to explode twice and is the only weapon that can come close to damaging the Fordo tunnel.
Fordo is located 90 meters, at least 90 meters. Some even suggest that it's deeper, about 150, 160 meters under the ground, not just like a normal ground under mountain. A city with 37 kilometers from Fordo, city of Qom, with 1.5 million population, did not witness any sign at the time of bombard. They just were informed of the bombard after it was revealed in the news. So it's really strange that US has really succeeded in destroying the entire these sites, stopping Iranian's nuclear program without a serious signal and sign that people around the sites could witness it. Also, we know that Iranians were able to keep their 400 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium stockpile. Some were safe, so they already have this amount of stockpile. And they also announced that they moved their sensitive technology to somewhere safe as well. So with all these indications, it doesn't seem that Iranian's nuclear program has been really damaged. So does that mean Iranians will build a bomb now? No, I don't think so. Iranians will go forward with several policies. First, they will go forward with more deliberate ambiguity. That means they will develop their program without declaring it. They won't get out of NPT treaty with the nuclear agency, but they won't cooperate with them fully as well. So that means that Iran will probably develop a significant part of its nuclear program without any other party get informed about it. This is the same policy that Israel went through, developing between 100 to 250 nuclear bombs without declaring it until now. Deliberate ambiguity. It's a great policy for Israel. Why not for Iran? So does that mean Iranian's nuclear program is not civil? Not at all. It's civil. But it seems to me that Iranians want to get to the stage that can develop a bomb at any time they need to. Something similar to Japan or to Brazil or to other countries that they have all capacity for any kind of military, for any kind of nuclear program, but they haven't decided to build a bomb. But if they decide to build a bomb, they can do it in a very short time. So why Iranians are really serious and keen about the nuclear program? The answer is obvious, because Iranians, especially after this war, can see there is no any protection for them. They signed the NPT agreement with the nuclear agency, but the international organization, the nuclear agency, the UN, the Security Council, none of them provided the protection required for Iranians based on the same treaty that they signed. So it seems to them that this is just one way obligation. They have been committed to everything, but they have not received anything from the other side. They are still under sanctions. US Donald Trump left the agreement in 2017 without making Iranians to get some kind of benefit of the agreement that they signed in 2015. So why should they just continue with one way? And they can see they've been attacked by Israel and Americans both. And none of the Western countries provided an impartial stance protecting or providing some kind of solidarity even with Iranians. They even worse went for calling for regime change. So in that level of existential threat for Iranians, it's so important to develop a new deterrence mechanism. And they can see nuclear program is a real deterrence mechanism. As in the world, we can see North Korea is the only country that has not been attacked by US with all history of hostility between them. But Libya, Syria, Afghanistan, Sudan, and the list goes and goes and goes, all were attacked by Americans and other Western allies without any protection. What else? They will continue developing their missile program to make it more sophisticated, more advanced, reaching more targets in earlier. As the war is not over, it's just a temporary ceasefire.